Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Well, now, last video that we were together, we talked about creating your ideal happy self. And that was around recognizing three things you needed to do. One, you needed to identify what your happy self would be, or your world. And so we said, write that down. It's like a goal or a destination that you wanted to end up at. And I said, write it down, because you think, oh, I'll remember because it's so important to me. But life comes in and distracts you. And when you think about it again, it may have changed. And you want to make sure that you stay on the path to the goal that's going to get you what you want. So write it down. The next thing is, keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on the destination. The steps to get you there, the steps that'll get you there, will happen automatically if you keep your eye on the goal with intention of reaching your goal. So that was the second step. And the third one, was, you're going to have to change your belief system. It's your belief system that keeps you where you're at. And if you want to go down a different path to reach a different destination, you're going to have to change what's keeping you stuck where you're at, which is your belief system. And your belief system is a correlation between your memories, which group together, they kind of group together and form different beliefs, different clusters of memories will form different beliefs. Those beliefs will integrate and form a whole system that keeps you stuck. So you're going to have to change some of those. Now that's what we talked about in the last video. Now this one, and they're interrelated, so I might put these together. This one here is going to be 2. So we're going to get started, we're going to take a break, and then get back together for the next video to finish up, to come to a conclusion. So this video is on, do you know you see? Listen, this is kind of critical. You see only what you want to see. You see what you want to see. Now that again is related to your belief system. You can only think thoughts which turn into images, which turn into what you see on the inside by within your belief system. So you see, everything you see because your belief system is the way it is. Isn't that strange? Because you're thinking your eyes are seeing things outside of you, in the outside world. keep in mind the outside world. Now I'm saying you see because what you're thinking inside based upon your belief system. And we're going to have a little diagram. Matter of fact, the next two sessions will be, the diagrams will be interrelated. So between the two sessions, I'm not going to change my board too much. So we'll see how the models work out and integrate. And we're going to use a couple of concepts from quantum physics. So stick around, see if it makes sense, and see if you can get the world that you would like to have by setting a destination, keeping your eye on the goal, and changing, releasing, integrating your belief system and memories. And won't that be fun? So stick around. We'll be back in a minute to have some more fun. Well, we are back, and thanks for sticking around. Always have a little trouble trying to get my little corner of the room to look nice. I got a 10-foot wall behind here that I put my green screen on, but it's still a little tight. So what are we going to do on our board today? Well, we're going to do an exercise that I usually did on the second or third session when I was doing therapy. So, and I call it the big head. So I would, with my client, and sometimes I did it in groups also. Works well. So maybe it'll work well here. I would say, I'm going to draw a picture of you. And then I would say, I only draw from the side. So I need a profile. So they would turn their head and they would profile. And then I would draw a picture, which I'm going to do, and make believe it's you. So this is why it's called a big head. I'd start here and I would go like this. And I would put an eyeball here and a smile there. I drew it with no hair because I don't have that much hair. Also, I would put a pair of glasses. I'll make a better pair of glasses. There. So I'd say, does it look like you? And they would all kind of giggle and they'd say, oh yes, it looks like me. So that's what, and then I put a body on it. So I'll put a little body on here. There you are. I hope it shows up good. And it should. Now, the next question I would ask is, what's outside of you? This represents what's inside of you. What's outside of you? Now, if you've been looking at the other couple of videos, you're going to say, or you should say, hopefully you'll think you did, everything. And I would write that out. Everything is outside of you. And we'd play around with that. I'd say, well, your cat's outside of you. Your significant other is outside of you. Your car is outside of you. The trees, the universe, the stars, the galaxies, everything's outside of you. So that's where we get this everything. So the next question, what's inside of you? What do you carry inside of you? Well, and they would say, well, my thoughts, my dreams, my beliefs, my experiences, my education, all kinds of stuff, kind of personal stuff. And the one that I would pick out and say, your belief system. So inside of you is your belief system. I'm running out of room, so just make believe that it's inside of you. Your belief system. Now, we did another, in therapy, I would do another exercise before this around negative beliefs to bring to the surface some of their negative self-talk, how they talk to themselves. And out of that exercise, most of the time, one of the beliefs they have is, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Very common in, particularly in depression, but also anxiety and other things. The belief, I'm not good enough. And there's another exercise that brings us to the forefront of what your beliefs are. And your beliefs are, that's why they're beliefs. They're what you believe about yourself. And we like to think that we only have positive beliefs about ourselves. But the truth is, we have many negative, devastating beliefs about ourselves. And catching them is kind of hard because we don't want to think about them. We don't want to think about our negative self-talk. Keeps us stuck where we're at. So now we have inside of us our belief system, and we have outside of us everything. Now, our belief system, now see, the eyeball here and the lens, because I wear glasses, so it's putting the lens on is pretty easy. The lens is your belief system. We all have a lens. Actually, it is developed as part of the ego. We haven't talked much about the ego, but this lens is created by your identity with your ego. And it's based upon not your positive, most of the time, negative beliefs. So now you are looking out through into the everything through your lens, which is your belief system. So if one of your more dominant beliefs, your self-talk that keeps you stuck where you're at, is I'm not good enough, that usually, you know where we pick that up? Before the age of 7. Most of the time it starts before the age of 3. So by the age of 7, this is pretty strong in a lot of people. Where do they get that from? Short answer, well, we can't go into it now, but the short answer is family of origin. Family of origin. And you'll have to think about that, what that means. And if you have any questions or you'd like to know more about that, leave a comment. So out here we have everything. In here we have beliefs, some of which are negative, and our negative self-talk. Most of the time that's below your conscious awareness. So you're not aware of it. Matter of fact, many times you push it below because you've read in so many books and self-help things, don't think negative thoughts. Think positive thoughts so that you can manifest positive things. But the problem is, your most powerful determiner of your world is your subconscious mind, not what you're aware of. So most of the time, your self-talk, particularly negative self-talk, is below your conscious awareness. So now we have this negative belief about yourself that you're not quite good enough, not quite where you should be. And so here we have this lens that we're looking through, which is the ego. And out here, what are you going to find out here, which is everything? Within the everything, and this belief, or similar beliefs, looking through your lens, how you see the world, what are you going to see in this outside world? You're going to see proof. You're going to see proof that your belief is true. You're going to have experiences. See, your belief system is based upon a number of experiences that bring you to the same conclusion that you're not good enough, or you're not thin enough, or you're not bright enough, or you don't run fast enough, or you do some other goofy thing that somebody else lets you know in many non-verbal ways. You're just not good enough. So you're going to find proof that matches your belief. Now, inside, you're thinking this, and so you're having a bunch of thoughts that you're not good enough, And out here, you're finding proof, little things. Your teacher doesn't like you, your girlfriend left you, your dog ran away with a kitty cat, or whatever it is, whatever it is, you're going to have proof you're not good enough. Because your inside belief system, now think of the whole belief system, this is just part of it. Your inside belief system must match the outside proof. They have to be equal. That you're not good enough. You'll find experiences in growing up, in school, in kindergarten, in middle school, in high school, in college, or in the workplace, that there's something wrong. You're just not good enough. Now you may think, well, I'm just saying that, and I am good enough, but except for those little incidences that are out here, call them experiences, that you have in the outside everything, because everything is there. The good is here too. The good, the perfect, the excellent, the magnificent, all of that could be found too out here. But your filter system, your lens, is going to show you, based upon your belief system, proof that you're not good enough. So what are you seeing? What you want to see. Because if you saw proof that you were good enough, have to change your belief system. Now, even if you had evidence that you were good enough, somebody says, "Why, I really like you. You're a real good. Let's hang out together because I really like you." Oh, outside your belief system, what will you do? What will you do with this relationship? You probably didn't think about that. You'll sabotage it. You'll try to move it into what you know you are based on your beliefs. And inside, in order to justify you're not good enough, you would think to yourself, self-talk, if they really knew me, they wouldn't say this. So you try to push it into your proof that you're not good enough. Or you just negate it altogether, like it didn't even happen. Why? You see what you want to see. You'll think, "Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice?" And then, but that's not who I am. And you'll negate it. You'll rationalize it away, or you'll sabotage it, so at a certain point they say, "Well, I guess I was wrong. I guess you are no good, or not good enough." Relationships are that way. They start out sometimes very nice, and then to save our beliefs, because this is what we know is true for us, will sabotage what's out here. Now, this is also related to your attachment. Your system of attachment of what this is related to is in place before you're 2 years old. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. And now, what are we talking about? You see what you want to see. You don't see what is. You see through your lens of who you believe yourself to be, what the world is for you. Your belief system, different from mine. Your belief system, different from your significant other. Your belief system, different from your boss. Nobody has your unique belief system but you. And so nobody sees the outside world the way you do. So I want you to begin to think of, now this is where we're going to take a little break, and it's going to be another video, so it'll probably be 2-3 days, and we'll come back, and it'll be different. I'll show a different model, but I want you to get the fact you are seeing what you want to see, and you are creating the world out here that you want based upon what you believe about yourself. Now go back and look at those 3 things. The last one, have to change your belief system. From this model, can you see that if you change your negative beliefs, if you begin to heal what causes them, which is basically your memories from the past, you change your filter system. You will see different proof outside of you. Oh, we got much to talk about here in the illusion. So stay tuned for the next half of this. The next half is going to talk a little bit about quantum physics. Oh, so that's going to be interesting. And we're going to try and tie all these together to support you in understanding who you really are and how you can change. Bye now. Thank you.